everyone receives is a reflection of us.
Welcome. Today I bring to you part 2 of the day. And in light with what I said earlier about helping people and not being a hero and being safe. Helping if it's not out of your way. Well, you see, as I was packing up today from doing some of the landscaping, I heard the neighbor, at least the neighbor's daughter, who was yelling the name of her puppy. Now, we all hear that from time to time, but this one was afraid. She didn't know what to do. But you see, I was curious because it didn't stop. But then I heard 2 dogs. But they weren't fighting or barking, more grabbling. But then her cries for help happened. So I quickly jumped on top of the blocks and had a look and saw that there was 2 dogs and she didn't know what to do. So I jumped the fence. And without second thought, I placed my hand within inside that dog's jaw and prized it open, almost putting my entire hand over its nose and prying it off of the other dog's ear. For you see, the dog wasn't violently aggressive towards the other dog. It thought it was playing, because as I tore that dog's mouth from that ear, it had the biggest grin on its face. Whether it was for me as a message, whether it just thought it was playing. But see, it bit the young girl, bit her hand. She didn't know what to do. So in the end, the young pug called Milo just had a bitten ear, but it wasn't anything bad. It'll heal. The young girl got bitten on the arm and the hand, and she'll be okay too. But the smile on that dog, as I was taking it back home, to me identified that it was just playing. Or it didn't know any different. It's not the dog's fault. I see it as the events of today. See, when I walked around that house, I noticed that their back gate was open. And the dog ran through and I closed it. But that gate I can open from the outside with a push of a button. So it's interesting. The story is unfolded. The dog was able to get into their house because their garage gate was ajar. So many things there. But to me, what was interesting is from this morning where I was saying, there's not much I can do because I don't know the story. I don't know all the parts at play here. But in a situation that occurred just now, without hesitancy, I jumped. I am more connected to animals and nature than I am. So I know I'll be okay because I'm there to protect. You see, I can see the situation unfolding. I know exactly what it is, and I jump right in. Why does it occur twice in a day? Is it redemption from the one this morning? Is it picking and choosing where you choose to help people? Is it the identification of doing the things that you can do in helping others, but not able to help everyone? Or maybe it's just understanding where your skill sets are and being able to do it that way. Either or, the fact that I was able to help that girl and the young puppy, to me, is more meaningful. And I think to her it's meaningful as well, because if no one was helping her, she felt alone. And the fact that someone, a neighbor, was able to help her, I think in her mind is always a healing thought. For me, I would always do that with any animal. It doesn't matter what one it is. If someone's life is in danger, I will always jump first, without a second thought. So I thought I'd highlight to you something that occurred just now. And think, because it just makes me sit and wonder about how the events unfold and why. Were they tests to see who I would help, when I would help, and what I would do, or why would I ignore everything? Maybe it was. The smile on that dog's face, knowing that I helped, maybe that's what it was about. I like to think that it is, and that young girl will always not be thankful to me, but know that people are there to help. Because you see, there were workers next door who were less than 10, 20, 30 meters away, and they didn't do anything. But yet I jumped the fence. So it just goes to show you that some people are always there. And sometimes we choose our battles. But when it comes to someone's safety, that is always going to come first. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.